I put myself between the charging ogre and our wizard, and raised my shield to deflect his blow.
Alright, sounds like defy danger to me. Roll plus strength.
Well, that's a 4.
Good news, mark XP. Bad news, the heavy blow tosses you about 20 feet into a pile of what looks like vines. As you land, the vines begin to move around you.
Oh, wait, what? I want to discern realities. Okay, got an 8. That means one question, right? What's about to happen?
As the tendrils begin to make noise and move closer to your friend, it becomes apparent he's about to listen to that D&D podcast. Thank you, everyone, for downloading this latest episode of That D&D podcast. On the last session, we had our first bit of dungeon worldery. The party managed to get to the Mirthless Marsh and attract the ire of some Cracklegators.
Ironically, had a lot of fun.
There was some mirth, crazy enough.
Mirth was to be had.
The real treasure was mirth all along. And gold and frankincense.
This fucking Marsh lied to me, and my god will not forget that.
You have to consume 2 rations now.
So, I already lost my train of thought, so let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. My name is Chris, I'm the GM, and I'll be playing the part of a green guy hiding behind a tree.
My name is Mike, and I'm the player, and I'll be playing the part of Rook, the guy with a cleric with a leg.
Hi, my name is Robert. I will be playing the part of Bill, the half-orc fighter.
Also a science guy.
Hey, I'm David. I'll be playing... Hey, I'm David.
I'm David.
Hi, David.
Are you Dark Primus?
I'm Zarko. I'm Zarko, the wizard. I will be not casting Magic Missile right now because I lost use of it for the moment in the last session. Sorry.
Oh, we're all disappointed now.
Bill still believes that you can cast it. You're a wizard.
Oh, you know. I'm
Bill,
Renee.
you should start calling him Harry. Oh, sorry, Renee.
And I am playing Sam, the ranger, who is currently hoping that someone notices that she's missing.
And I'm Andrew. I will be playing Voltus, who is a lawful paladin.
Finally, I'm Adam playing Orc, the thief.
Okay, so we ended last session with you guys killing the last of the Crocalgators and the unwelcome attention that was brought on by Rook casting his magic missile. You guys noticed that you were being watched by a small green man about 3 or 4 feet tall, standing behind a tree off in the distance.
And I called him a heretic.
Yep.
You did.
I think I may have cut that part out, so... Do you call him a heretic?
Out of curiosity, what is Max
Voltus
doing?
yells, "Stop, heretic!"
Yes.
Zarko might know something about these green men.
Hey, but somebody said something about falling down a well.
Yeah, remember the day when I moved behind the tree to shoot that alligator, I fell into the mud.
Yeah, Sam, is Max doing anything to let the party know that happened, or?
I would certainly assume that, yes, he's barking at the place there. That would be my assumption.
Okay.
Investigate Sam as a friend.
There is some slightly churning water. Sam, if you want to try to get out of there, you can give me a defy danger. There's something that seems to be grabbing your foot, but if you want to try to just force your way back to the surface, go for it.
Defy danger is...
I would like to make the bond assist.
You roll aid. Let me know how you're trying to aid Sam once you realize what's going on.
Presumably there's the tree was right here, and I have my adventuring backpack, which probably has some rope, so I'll just quickly tie off the one end and toss the other end to Sam.
Oh, okay. So if the rope is in there, then can I... but I guess that's still kind of powering through, isn't it?
It'd be strength plus another 1 since he threw that rope in. 8. Right. So you do get out. It takes a little bit of work to to free yourself from what you now realize was a root that somehow wrapped around your foot. In the process, though, you take in quite a bit of water into your mouth, and it's real gross.
Grody. That's super grody. I'm gonna spit that, cough that out, and grody. That's grody.
Okay. Almost immediately, you know that you're not going to be feeling super great the next day.
Oh, good.
So, for the time being, you're going to have the sick debility, which means you get a -1 going forward for your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Until you have time to sleep it off or get some medicine to feel better.
Okay.
You're back topside, so what do all you guys want to do?
Yeah, Zarko's trying to see if maybe he's knows something about these strange green people. Spout some lore.
Voltus is continuing to accost that man too.
A 12.
Very nice. I'll tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. So, one of the recent effects of more magic coming into the world is that some mindless and barbaric races, quote unquote, quotes on the mindless and barbaric part, they've seemed to grow in intelligence, and this seems to be a member of a goblin tribe, and there has been talk recently about them being able to actually communicate with people and reason things out.
Crap, get an axe.
Gross. What's their stance on gods, especially lawful ones?
You can ask it.
Well, I have called it a heretic already. That kind of begs the question.
Me, hair, tick, me no, no hair, and he shows you his head and it's bald. He points at it. You friend other pinkies?
Yes. Yes. What do you know about the other pinkies?
Am hurt. We fix.
Can you take us to them?
Come, I show. And he trundles off into the marsh, and he stops every now and then to wave you on.
I don't trust this fucker for a quarter second, so I'm curious as to what he's doing.
Zarko follows.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, but I am keep my eyes peeled and I give Max a signal to be alert.
Okay. So the little goblin token I dropped on the map, that's not a spear, it's like a walking stick. He's using it to poke ahead of him for sinkholes, it seems.
That's a good idea.
God damn it, Mike. Fuck. Okay, hold on, brain reset. Okay, does anybody not want to come with this guy? If so, what do you want to do? There seem to be 2 or 3 paths. There's the one that this guy is going down, and then there are 2 that seem almost parallel to each other, heading further to the south. Basically, the path he's taken is going to go east, and the other 2 go south.
You know what? We fucked up a lot of Chris's campaigns before. Let's follow this guy, because I think Chris has stuff written for him.
Murder him and see what happens.
This is your unwanted attention. Winging it.
Who was it that was like all distrustful of this guy?
Rook,
Yeah.
I think.
Everybody?
Yeah. No, Zarko will go to Rook.
Voltus.
Rook, whoever. Listen. He says he has the people who went out here. If he's telling the truth, we find them. If he's lying, that means that they probably did something to them. Either way, we'll find something out.
That was my thinking, yes.
Yeah, we're all on board. There's
Yeah, I mean, we may as well, go with him. No way that he could know they were there unless he'd seen them, so he has to know something.
I doubt they raised these crocodiles.
kind of cool if they did, though. Crocodiles? That sounds rad.
So, are you guys going with him, or what's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to get
Bill
a
wants to go with him,
consensus
yeah.
is all. Okay, so
It's a shame we don't
Or
have a
golf.
horse and cart. Crocodiles can be quite tasty.
he leads you guys to the east. Probably takes a few hours of walking. He's humming to himself. He's singing in not a language you understand. Maybe it's one of the old goblin tongues.
I hate this guy so much.
I just remembered.
Is that minstrel with us?
That Pierce lies. Did he seem entirely
That minstrel kind of disappeared.
Trustworthy when he said that he had some injured pinkies?
Everything that you can gather, he's telling you the truth.
So everything he said was a technical truth. I mean, I broke a finger, so yes, I have injured pinkies.
Before he walked from around the tree, he went, I have pinky, I fix! So after a few hours, you guys come to a slightly more dense area of trees, and there is a whistle sound that comes from above. The goblin...
Is the whistle trustworthy?
That whistle's a lie!
It is definitely a whistle. It's a very sharp whistle, and the goblin holds his hand up, motioning for you guys to stop. There's a quick exchange of some goblin words, and you see some ropes come down, and some goblins armed with bows and arrows trudge off back the way you guys came, with what appear to be some rope nets, and he motions for you guys to come on and keep on walking.
They're going to try to eat us.
I'm gonna sort of just ask him what they're going to do. Like, what is the purpose of those archers and the nets?
They watch for scalebacks, and you kill, and they get for eat.
Have you all ever had alligator sausage before? It's not that great.
Better than nothing.
Huh?
Better than nothing.
No, I mean like in real life, out of character.
What?
I said, have you all had alligator before?
It's like chicken, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
No.
Slightly tougher.
Not at all like chicken.
Exactly like chicken, but tougher. Scales. It's
Exactly like chicken,
scales,
but different.
teeth.
It's a little greasier.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's good, like cooked. You should cook it in things.
Like a
It's
pot.
not good to just like.
Frying it, obviously, because
Yeah,
everything's
like
good
fried
fried.
is not great, but like, well, I don't know. I like it's good.
I had it
in-
like grilled in some dude's dormitory,
kind of
and it was
stuff.
terrible.
Dude, that's fucking... First off, it's in a dorm, and if it's not ramen, you don't want to eat it out of somebody's dorm room.
It wasn't in his room. It was in
Or
the
cereal.
grill
Come
that
on
they had.
now.
That was like in the middle of that entire dorm
Yeah, but
thing.
a college
It was like a
student
circular
probably
sort of
is
thing.
the one that cooked it, and you can't trust those people.
Unless it was
No.
at a culinary college, I don't trust no motherfucker making alligator out of his dorm building.
Yeah, it was bad.
Coffee pot. What you make? Alligator noodles.
Alligoodles. So, Goblin motions you guys onward. Do you want to keep asking him questions, or head back the way you came to go see what the hell's going on, or...
Oh, I still don't trust this fucker, so yeah, I'm interrogating him on everything.
I mean, I believe that they're going back to get the alligator bits, but I don't see why they need nets for that, or just for the ease of carrying.
Voltus, you said you wanted to interrogate him. Ask away.
Oh, I'm just asking him everything, like how the weather is lately, like just the single first fucking slip I can find.
Just murder this guy.
I tell Voltus that this thing is probably too stupid to lie to us.
Other day, bad rain make many splash dirt. Is bad time. Scalebacks come with many rain. We make guard when rain come.
Okay, when he says scalebacks, are we talking about the same thing here?
He means the crocodiles.
But
yeah.
does he really mean that? Or are there like dragonborn sort of bullshit?
Voltus, everything he's telling you is the truth.
Can I ask how tall are these things that you're talking about?
Well, you can ask him if they're the things that we just killed. Like he watched us kill those.
Yeah.
Is not tall, and then he motions like he's laying down. Is tall, and he holds his arms out.
Okay, so probably crocodiles.
Yeah.
And then he does this. And he claps his arms together like a big mouth. Scale back.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. We go?
Yeah.
We go?
Yeah.
We go see Pinky?
Yeah. Let's
okay.
go.
And he goes back to
I love the enthusiasm you're having with this character.
he goes back to whistling.
Still not as good as Fat Voice Man.
Fat voice, best voice.
Maybe another 5 or 10 minutes from that outpost, you come to the moss-covered remains of what appear to be, just based on the fact that there's a steeple thing on the top of it. It's probably a temple of some sort. The elements and the ages have taken their toll, so there's not a whole lot of identifying marks on the outside of it. But gathered around that stone building are small tents, and there appear to be goblins milling about. There's a few talking to each other. There's a few who seem to be trading something. There's one who's got a sack of something that he's handing to another one for what appears to be a very crude plow.
So they're handing each other their sacks for a plow?
Yes.
Hmm.
You come talk to he sits there for a second. He goes, Chief? You talk to Chief?
I'm more interested in the temple. What can you tell me about that temple?
Cocks his head to the side. What?
This place of congregation. Could you communicate to us more about this?
I point to the temple, the ruined moss-covered temple.
Oh! He's big tent. It's ours. We find. It's ours. We find.
That's fair. I mean,
I love it.
Is Chief House and meet talk table. Big talk table.
Talk to tables?
No.
It's where they hold meetings.
Yeah. Talk table.
Yes.
You talk Chief?
I will come talk to the chief.
Okay.
do we need to talk at table as well?
If the chief is in the temple, then I'm definitely going to talk to this fucker.
He points at the dog and he says, Chief no like he stay out. He stay out. We give food.
That's fine. Yes, I'll gesture to Max to stay by the gate, and he'll be fine. He'll be on alert, but yet he'll know to wait.
Okay.
If Bill hears that dog whine for a second, he is bursting out of those doors.
As you guys, whichever of you are heading into the temple, I guess just move yourself over to the left side of this little map thing, so I know who's in there and who wants to do other stuff. Yeah, as Max waits outside, Sam, before you head in, you see a few very, very tiny green heads poke their way around a corner, and they just look completely awestruck by whatever the hell this furry thing is. Rook, are you staying outside?
I'm gonna stay with the dog.
Okay. And Sam, are you coming in?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Bill, are you staying with the dog too?
I'm staying with Rook.
Okay.
I love it.
Auric, Sam, Zarko, and Voltus, you are led into the ruined temple. What used to be wooden pews are now flipped onto their side and stuck bottom to bottom, so it kind of makes a long, flat table. There are some stones that have been brought in to accommodate goblin-sized butts that are gathered around the table. And sitting on what was probably an altar at some point is a goblin who's about a foot taller than all the other ones in the town that you've seen, at least. He says, more Pinky. You come get friend?
Can I tell what kind of temple this was? Like what god it was dedicated to?
Yeah, if you want to give me a spout lore or discern realities.
Let's go with lore, because that's intelligence. Nope!
There's a symbol of a flower in several places. It seems to be kind of crudely carved. There's no way to tell whether the goblins carved it, whether it was here originally, or there was some in-between time that somebody came in and tried to rededicate the temple. So, unfortunately for now, completely clueless. But you get an experience from your 5, so I wrote that down.
This was definitely some kind of temple at one point. And look, flowers.
Woo, flowers.
There's no I mean the temple's obviously pretty old and aged and stuff, but there's not like remains of anybody around, right?
No, there's no really person in here except for y'all and the bigger goblin and the little guy who escorted you in.
Is there anything of worth?
Are you thinking about from like an archaeological stance, a religious stance? Like, what do you?
Something that I can sell for a lot of money.
If you want to do a discern realities, you could see what in here is useful or valuable to you.
Okay. That is
Plus whiz.
5.
God damn it, guys. We're never gonna learn
Temple's a
anything.
fucking mystery, I'll tell you.
Try as you might to look around, aside from the table, a shoddy bed off in the back, and the altar, there's really not a whole lot here. Like, it looks like what was here before has probably either rotted away or been looted.
Okay. I'll take this as a learning experience then.
As you're all looking around and trying to figure out some stuff about this place, the big guy snaps his fingers and goes, "Hey, you come get Pinky Friend?" And he looks over at the little guy like, "These fuckers speak?"
Yes. We were told that you had found them and aided them.
We know eat. We know eat, friend.
I'm sorry, helped them.
Oh, yes.
You had helped
we
them.
fix. They holes we fix. That's
So easy to get those words confused.
we know aided.
I understand. That's good. I'm glad you didn't aid them.
You need food, you need sleep, what you want take and go? What need?
Yeah, if we can just take them and fuck off, let's do that.
Yeah. We would hate to trouble you any more than we must. We'll take them and bring them back to our village, city, town.
I bring you two. No, hold on. And he talks to the little guy and he bring. And he
I love it.
the little guy goes, here we go. We go?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes,
he
let's go.
moves to the door.
Yes.
So he leads you guys outside. Rook and Bill, in the time that they were inside, the little goblin children got a bit bolder. They came out with twigs and rocks, and they tried to toss them in the dog's direction. Not at the dog, but like, hey, big thing, do you want to play with toys? Did you guys allow that to happen, or tell them to fuck off?
As long as it doesn't seem offensive.
It seems fine. I mean, if they're not outrightly attacking the dog, then
I'll
it's
dive
fine.
in front of them and take the hit.
And somehow in midair, Bill dives in front of you to take the hit for you.
Get down, Mr. President.
Renee, how does Max react to the attention of the children?
Eats them all.
Green children are the most delicious.
Max is not like super affectionate with children, but he's fairly decently socialized. So he probably would not like go play with them since I told him to stay there, but he would get down on all fours and like inch toward a stick and pick up the stick and show them that he had the stick. You know, he would acknowledge their presence, but really engage them more than that.
I mean, they're probably only in there for a few minutes, but the party walks back out. Rook, Bill, and I guess Max, you see the little guy leading the way again. He motions for you all to join him. He says, "We take you, Pinky Friend." And he leads you all to... He points towards the back of the gathering of tents. And there are a few that appear to be a little bit taller. The cloth appears to be a little bit newer. And there's a few goblins milling in and out that seem to be in a bit of a hurry.
Still no lies out of these fuckers?
Nope.
Well, I don't know what to do then.
Well, let's go talk to him.
I look at my spell book, and I'm looking under E for Exterminatus.
You have to be level 40,000 for that one, sadly.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it, Chris.
Zing. Zing! So he gets about 20 or so feet away from the tent. He says, Pink friend in there. All we find still okay in there. Some not okay. Some he looks sad.
Take Gritaba for his time and go check it out. Goblin's name?
Nobody's ever asked him.
Ever.
None of you have ever asked him.
I asked him what his name is.
Grinkle.
All right, Tim. What do you want to show us?
No, Grinkle. Pink friend in house, in big house, in, and he points over there.
Thanks, Greg.
He sighs and goes to sit out of the way so he doesn't get in the way of the medical people, but nearby in case they need him.
I'll go in cautiously.
Inside, you see on what could generously be called mattresses. It's mostly just a cloth draped over what appeared to be gathered roots and plants. You can see some stuff sticking out. You see 4 humanoid figures. They appear to be wearing some pretty decent clothing, stuff that looks like it's in style in First Conquest, and they all have varying degrees of wounds. There's one who is missing a leg below the knee. There is a green paste applied to that wound. There are a few with large bite marks in their arms. There's one with a chunk missing out of their torso.
Ugh.
They appear to be sleeping.
Is there like someone who appears to be a doctor, head of medicine-y
Surgery?
kind of things?
Is there a house in
Who's
here?
in charge of this medical type place?
Is there a house in this tent?
There is an older-looking goblin who is being followed around by 2 people with looks like baked mud jars with various things in them. Some bugs, some leaves, some oils. That
I
sort of
immediately named them Chase and Cameron.
stuff. We are not getting sued. Shut up.
Keep an eye out for 13 and what's the other one?
Corman?
Bitch something?
Oh, Cutthroat Bitch.
Cutthroat bitch.
Okay,
Alright,
so I'm gonna go.
So Rook
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
roll
ahead.
dice interruption. Rook attempts to diagnose the injuries and assess medical instruments, that stuff that they're using to heal people. I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's lupus.
It's never lupus.
It was once,
Damn it,
goddammit.
I got a 10 because Rook is awesome.
I'm trying to figure out what that would even be.
In reality.
Probably discern reality, yeah. So 10. Ask me 3 questions from the list below.
The list below.
What happened? There's the move. You don't have the move thing pulled up. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? And what here is not what it appears to be?
One here not appear to what here is not what it appears to be.
While all of these may appear to be like they've been caused by the scalebacks, there is on one person you notice what appear to be like fingernail marks and a much smaller bite.
Great, they're a vampire now.
It looks like one of the goblins bit him. I'm going to use that as one of the questions. Attempt to determine whether or not that's a goblin bite or just a random.
I could use that as one of your ones. It appeared to have been caused by a humanoid set of teeth, probably about the same size head as you. Like, okay, same size head as your head. Not like a head 6 feet tall.
Goblins' heads like my head.
No, they're more proportional with their body, which is about half your size.
And then is anything interesting going to happen?
That person with the chunk missing out of their side is probably going to die relatively soon from infection.
Alright. Give me a few hours and I'll fix them up.
Am I told that?
I don't know, are you? Rook, are you sharing these results with anyone?
I think I have the ability to fix that. 1 second.
Also, do I recognize any of these people as the people from First Conquest?
Yes.
And how How many were we supposed to find?
Does anybody remember the briefing? Just give me a number. More than 4.
Wasn't it like
3.
1.
Good job on more than 4, you shits.
I thought it was 6. 6 seems like the number to me.
Yeah. Was it 6 or was it 6
I think it was
plus
6
the
plus
escort?
Ranger. Yeah. That's what's in my mind. That could be completely incorrect, but that is what I seem to remember. That was
Is the
6,
Ranger
and
part of the contract?
You just have to find out generally what happened to the group.
yeah. I think you said it was 6 of them, and then later you said, and the groups are always accompanied by a Ranger escort.
Yeah.
So I assumed that was number 7.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I said I need an hour to pray over this guy to make sure he doesn't die.
The doctor there looks at you. Says, take time. We'll die soon. He's sad, but cannot fix.
Yes, he can. Watch.
Challenge accepted.
Me cannot fix. No have
Faith. You don't have faith. That's why you can't do it. Rook dismisses him.
He grumbles and walks out.
I suppose I should be concerned. Is my cousin here?
The one with the weird bite on the arm looks to be your cousin.
Oh,
And he's
that's
the one
good.
that's dying?
No, that's the one with the chunk missing out of their side.
Oh, different chunks missing. Okay.
Probably fine.
So, do I recognize any of these people?
I mean, these are the folks from town.
Are any of them particularly faithful?
I mean, most of the people in First Conquest are to varying degrees, right?
Okay. I'm gonna find the one that I recognize from the local Law God
Mm-hmm.
cult. Pull off one of my mailed fists and touch it to their forehead and cast Lay on Hands.
Roll me a. Oh, you don't have to roll to cast magic for that, huh?
No, it's just plus cha.
Ah, okay. The one you remember from the Law God place is one of the one. He's the one who's missing the leg below the knee.
That seems to be a common affliction among the faithful.
Long Law God.
8. So they are healed, but I take the damage or disease.
Just lost your leg.
Well,
Congratulations.
No, you're not going to take the lost leg. He is
No, it's D8. I heal them up to D8.
Right.
So I take 2 damage.
Okay. His skin is a little bit less pale. He seems to not be sweating as much anymore.
The goal here was kind of to wake them up so that I could interrogate them.
Yeah, he breathes a sigh of relief, and you see his eyes fluttering beneath the lids a little bit. He stirs slightly, and he says,
Brother, what happened to you?
"Where am I? Are we home?"
A wretched hive of scum and villainy. We are not home. What happened to you?
Is it Christmas?
There was so fast. There was hissing, and the escort went to go investigate. And there was
You split the party, you dumbass.
then there was screaming, and we went to go get him, and there wasn't much of him to get.
Ew.
Okay, so we're looking for 6 now.
We saw something grabbed my leg, and someone bit me. It was nobody I had seen before, but bit me.
Someone, not something.
And then he ran, and
He who?
the one who bit me. He ran, and then
Was it small and green?
no, he wasn't green. I can't remember his face. I can't remember anything about him.
I'm gonna ask one of the goblins, if besides the people that they saved that are still alive, did they recover any of the bodies of the other people?
The doctor shrugs. He pokes his head in. He goes to get the little guy, and Grinkle comes in, and he says, "We can't. We no. It's too danger. Too many fight. We save people. We save. Other ones already is too late. We can't have die to get other already die."
Oh, that's all right. I was just asking.
We sorry no do more. We try best.
Sounds like he left a lot of them to die, and we should blame them for this.
And just enact a manual exterminatus.
So how many of these guys can, like, carry their own weight, and how many of them look like we need to carry them?
You got 4 people total. One is missing the leg. One has the huge chunk. The other 2 seem to have less severe wounds. It's mostly just cuts, scrapes, and a bite or 2 here or there.
So all of them have been bit by a humanoid?
No.
Just the one.
Yeah.
We said... Oh, well, you said bites, so I assume
What the bites are much bigger teeth punctures.
Okay.
Only your cousin seems to have the humanoid bite.
Is that the one that Voltus woke up? Because I thought you said...
Yeah.
You woke up someone and that was the person.
Yeah, that's that
okay.
one. He's the one who's faithful to the same god as Voltus, I believe.
So, instead of healing that 2 damage, I could have taken his disease.
Yep.
If that was an option.
You should have done that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Basically, I just want vampire paladins to become a recurring thing on this podcast.
Aside from some swamp, a minor swamp infection, there's no disease to speak of.
You're just gonna get lockjaw, and that's about it.
That's anti-vampirism.
Well, it depends on which position it locks into. If it locks into open position, you're fine. You lock him into attack position. So, let's see, it's probably been most of the day at this point with the traveling. Grinkle comes in. He says, "Sun is short. You stay or you take through night?"
I would suggest that we should stay. We shouldn't go through the forest at night.
I'm good to go.
After I heal the guy with the bite in his wound, as his side, we can get off a flare and have them come pick up the injured people, right?
Your Fulton device?
Your magic missiles are your flares.
Well, you said this road is not well traveled, but there might be other people out here. If we could throw them on a cart or something that was headed back to First Conquest.
This place, if I remember what I told you guys correctly, is pretty much only traveled by people doing the herb gathering.
Right. That's what he said. It's the only way to do the gathering, but it's the only road to the gathering. It's just that that doesn't happen very often. It's the only reason that anyone from town comes into this part of the marsh.
Was there more money if we also get the herbs too? Because that sounds like a good idea to me.
Yes, we should do both.
Yeah, so we probably should stick around for the night and then go get the herbs to come back and take everyone home.
Also, when we're on our way back, just remember that there are goblins in the trees with the nets.
So we'll tell our escort goblin that we'll stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, night eat soon if you want to eat. If no, we can find place bed for you.
I need neither. I will remain here.
Okay.
Borgoth's gonna take some food.
Yes. I'll eat.
Yes, Zarko's all about food.
Eat some protein.
Get swole, son.
As the sun sets, some fires spring up around the camp, some torches. There is a much larger fire built towards the way you guys came in. It's almost in front of the temple. And there's some singing, and off in the distance you see a group of probably 10 or 12 goblins bringing back 3 of these giant-ass crocodigators. They quickly set up a sort of harness to grill one at a time, and after probably an hour or 2 of grilling to make sure everything's cooked, since you guys are the ones who kill it, they give you the delicacy part of it, which is the eyeball.
Awesome.
Can I offer to help them sort of carve it into servings so that I can inspect the stomach contents for other, perhaps humans who have been foolishly ate?
Yeah, sure.
We grill it.
So you're able to do that with the first one. There's a lot of mud and water and small rodents and stuff. you find a belt, most of an arm minus a hand, a leg that ends at the knee.
Left leg by any chance? Because if so, maybe I can make that one fit on.
Well, that's just staple it onto that other guy.
After you do that, one of the goblins, ranger party guys, he puts his hand on yours. He goes, "Ugh, you do wrong. No cut. Makes bad on the ground. Why? Is bad. You
Looking for my friends.
you friend right there. They sit. You friend. We make food for you, friend.
I have many friends. Some of them are probably in these beasts' bellies.
Is no friend anymore. If gone.
He's got a point.
My god believes otherwise.
Oh,
He kind of smirks a little bit at the my god. He goes, okay, and goes back to butchering up the remaining crocodigators.
Sure hope we don't ever fight any Aladiles.
A little while later, stumbling into the camp, you see Thrush,
Right, him.
who up to now has been mysteriously absent.
Yeah, is he like coming in with goblins or what?
No, he just wandered in on his own.
And how are the goblins reacting to that?
They eye him with a little bit of suspicion.
Opus.
as they should.
See if his teeth match the teeth marks on this guy.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Just hold his head up to him.
The guy who came out with us.
Hey,
Yeah.
A
we
week
don't know where
later.
he was last week.
More importantly, the GM has introduced his character. Chekhov's character says that by Act 2 he will be fired.
Conservation of character rule. Yes.
I just forgot that he existed for a minute and I saw him on my list.
Yeah, he was gone for that whole fight mysteriously.
Remember how the part where he took up music because he's a weakling?
Yeah, Zerka just took up magic.
Yeah, exactly. So he wanders into camp and he looks around. His eyes settle on you guys and he goes, oh. Walks over and he's like, can I sit?
Whoops, sorry. I thought they were cooking humans in here, but it's just gators.
Yeah, sit.
So how long have you guys been here?
How did you find your way here?
Oh, it's just, I just followed the tracks.
We need to kill this guy.
I mean, it's a group of like 6 or 7 people walking through the swamp. I mean, you're gonna leave some tracks. Also, there's some. I saw some goblins. They were walking with some nets or something, and they said you guys went this way.
Huh.
He ate those goblins.
Ugh, no, I don't eat goblins. Gross.
That was out of character.
Oh.
But yes, he did.
Mine too. How convenient. He says, "So, what are we leaving, or what's the plan? We find what we came for?"
Mostly. We're going to stay here overnight, and tomorrow we're going to finish the job that the earlier party was unable to do, and then we're going to take them and return to the city.
Take the other people?
Yes.
Oh, there were survivors?
Yes.
Huh.
You
okay.
seem surprised.
Well, I mean, this isn't exactly a forgiving environment.
You survived.
Hey, Voltus. You're sensing some untruth.
Out of,
That response.
So where did you go when we were, dispatching those gators?
Oh, I mean, I'm not built for fighting. I just, I hid.
Nothing, snuck up behind you, bit you?
I mean, what would an alligator bit me? No, nothing. Nothing bit me.
We didn't specify alligator.
Nothing bit me. Why?
You'll bite her loose out in the woods.
No, just want to make sure you're all right. We have the means to heal you if you're injured.
No, I feel fine. I feel great. We should get out of here.
I'm sure he does.
We're gonna stay for a while.
Oh, okay. So we waiting on dinner, or what's going on? We should
Yeah.
we should pass the time. Anybody know any good songs or anything, or?
Isn't
If
that your
only
job?
there was a minstrel.
Yeah, that'd be great. He just kind of sits there looking around.
So I am going to compel this man to tell me the truth. Using my I am the law.
When you give him an order based on your divine authority, so...
In the name of my god, I am going to compel the whole truth out of this man, in air quotes.
Why don't you tell me exactly what you say, and then roll your I am the law?
Minstrel, you will sit, and you will answer my question fully. Where were you when we were fighting the alligators, and what happened to you afterwards?
Roll it.
I'll take it.
7. They choose 1. So I can do what you say, back away cautiously, and then flee, or attack you. So he's going to get up and slowly back away and say, look, I don't know who you think you are. You're not going to tell me what to do. I've had it with this place. And then he runs off.
Stop him.
It seems like he has some answers that I'm looking for, so I'm going to chase him and try to tackle him.
Max, fetch.
Can I just shoot him the foot?
Oh my god, yes, please.
Yeah.
Arrow through the
I
knee.
cast...
Yes, the back of the knee, yes.
Renee, that would be a called shot. Rook, if you want to assist, you are free to do so. You gotta let me know how you would assist a called shot on a foot.
Give her divine guidance.
Well, leg, like anywhere from the knee, somewhere calf, foot area, yeah.
Put me in your bow, launch me at him.
9. Okay, so that means you open yourself up to any damage that this causes. So, Sam, why don't you roll with a +1 extra on your called shot?
So it's a 9.
Okay.
Of course it is.
So, on a 7 to 9 with a leg shot, they are hobbled and slow moving. So the arrow connects.
Now the Terminator just casually walks up behind you and is like, give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
It catches him kind of in the ankle. He falls to the ground, rips it out, and as he looks at you, you notice it seems like his flesh is coming off. And then in a moment, he is short and green, and he drags himself off into the gathered tents.
Shit.
Interesting.
Got a freaking changeling over here.
Changeling with the wounded Achilles.
What?
Between him not looking like the minstrel anymore and looking like the goblin, there's nothing remarkable about him. If you tried to recollect his face, you wouldn't be able to do so. There's really no defining features. It's almost like he has none, like he's designed to be forgotten.
Huh.
So we're fighting the silence. Also, I'm going to follow it into the tent and just look for goblins with bleeding ankles. And then when I find him, pick him up and just crush its fucking throat.
Or anything with a bleeding ankle, because it might not even be a goblin anymore.
If there's like 3 or 4 in there with bleeding ankles, that's an acceptable loss.
No. That's not the way to do it.
That seems pretty expedient.
Expedient. We can simply collect them all here and
Also-
have the chief question them in their tongue.
The Greg. Though his name's not Greg, but I don't know what it is now. All I can think of is Greg.
It's Tim.
It's not Tim. The goblin that escorted us into town. Is he around anywhere?
Also, did anybody else watch this thing shift into a goblin and us peg it in the leg with an arrow and accost a man?
Somebody saw you fire an arrow off into the distance. It was kind of out of the campfire light. So a few of the kids saw, they ran off screaming, and there was an older-looking goblin who went into her tent.
Hey, quick question. Can we get Sam's dog to sniff the blood and track him that way?
He is trained to hunt.
He is, and he has
Follow
keen
the scent, boy.
senses, so...
Scent and a sound.
Do you want to have him do that, Sam?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell Max. I'm gonna bring Max over to that spot and have him sniff the area and send him towards the tent. But I do want to find Greg.
Are you gonna call that for him as you're searching around?
Yes. Except what's his real name? What's his name?
Grinkle?
Grinkle?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna call for Grinkle.
You hear muffled scream off in the distance, and it is the same area that Max is charging off to. When you get there, there are two Grinkles fighting. Both of them have a bloody handprint smeared across their chest.
Cool, which one's bleeding from the ankle?
Okay, can Max tell the difference between the two by the smell? I don't know what the nature of this shifter is,
Yeah, he comes up and he smells, but there's blood and on both of them, and it seems to be fucking up his tracking.
Can we discern reality?
If you want to.
Sounds like a good thing for...
What is...
Grab them both. Have
What
the
is
chief
the
question
thing
them.
for discern reality?
So,
Wisdom.
check.
Wisdom? Okay.
10. All right, so you get to ask 3 questions. Do you have the move list pulled up?
The great one is, what here is not what it appears to be.
Yeah, I'm going to start with that one.
Okay. As they shove each other back and forth, the one on your right seems to be favoring his right leg a bit.
All right, I'm going to point...
I run it through.
I was kind of hoping to talk to the guy.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
Well, you have the choice of not saying out loud, you're the fake. You could grab him first.
I'm going to have Max grab him. I'm going to have Max grab his arm.
So, due to all the commotion, the chief comes out. He says, "What your dog do, my friend? Do my
Dog didn't do your
tribe
friend.
friend?
He's not. He's not one of yours. He's not.
It's not your friend.
Is Greenkin, is my people."
He seems to be, yes, on the outside, but previously he seemed to be one of ours, and he was with us, and then when we confronted him about his lies, he shifted his shape to look like one of yours so that he could hide among you.
Ask him a question in your tongue.
Maybe he speaks Goblin.
That's a calculated risk.
Yeah.
He holds up a hand. He calls out to some people, and they come up with rope and some crude chains. He says, "Both you, Grinkle, put hand up." And he has them tied up. He sets them both down. He says, "Now what do?" He looks at you guys.
Question them in your tongue.
Okay. He starts humming, and then he starts singing a song, an old goblin, and he stops.
Which one?
Hmm?
Which one?
I've never heard of it before.
The chief?
Yeah, the chief.
Okay.
And he looks over at one of them, and he finishes the line. So then the chief stops for a second, and he starts singing another song, and he looks at the other one, and he finishes it too.
You should ask about finding the previous party.
Well, no, because this guy was there too, biting people.
Has to be something.
Yeah.
Andrew, you cut out.
Ask them to fill out a CAPTCHA.
He looks over at Sam and goes, "You think you know truth? You know which one not real?"
Yes. I'm going to point to the one that seems to be wounded in the foot.
He pulls out a dagger from his belt. He hands it to you. He says, "You think you know? You take care of problem." And we're going to end the episode there.
The shit got dark. I mean, if we were standing around a grill, about to eat some gator, then...
Okay, so now we're going to tally up experience at the end of the session. When you reach the end of a session, choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved, as in completely explored, no longer relevant, or otherwise. Everybody look at your bonds. Do you have any that you feel is resolved, explored completely, or otherwise?
Sam will play an important role in the events to come. I have foreseen it.
Do you feel that that's resolved?
She just got handed the knife.
That's not resolved yet.
That's true.
But
But
it's coming to a head, but I'd say it hasn't quite been resolved.
I don't think any of mine have been resolved at this point.
I think one of mine has been explored, the whole sworn to protect Rook thing.
I was going to say, do you feel like it's been completely explored?
No.
Okay.
No. Because Rook is still alive, so as long as he's alive, he's in danger.
To be clear, did I get a chance to heal the guy that had the bite taken out of his side?
Do you have an automatic heal spell, or do you have to cast it?
I was preparing Cure Light Wounds to
Okay,
cast.
just roll me a d10 plus your, or 2d6 plus your whiz, I think it is.
12.
Yeah, so you were able to cast it. So you healed him. You can retcon that.
No, he won't die.
At least for now. The black veins traveling from the wound appear to be retracting somewhat. All right.
And going right back into his heart.
All right. So, once the bonds have been updated, look at your alignment. If you fulfilled that alignment at least once this session, mark XP. So, Renee, have you endangered yourself to combat an unnatural threat?
I endangered myself to save Max from the crocodile.
Yeah,
Does
but
that
crocodiles
count?
are natural, so...
Okay, then probably not at this point.
Andrew, has Voltus denied mercy to a criminal or unbeliever?
He only healed the one, so I mean, like, that's a halfway there. And then I would also say that he was about to run that guy through, but
he was
not really.
I can get behind that.
Okay.
Mike, did Rook endanger himself following the precepts of your church or god?
Yeah.
Conquest. Take back the land from those damn alligator dials.
Bloody conquest. Yep. Okay, so you get an experience point for that. David, did you use magic to cause terror and fear?
I don't know. Were you guys kind of freaked out?
I think it has to be to
You
non-PCs.
hit something with a magic missile twice.
I mean, I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, I'm gonna say that one's probably not done yet. Adam, have you avoided detection or infiltrated a location?
I failed miserably at it.
All right, Bobby, have you defended those weaker than you?
Yeah, Mike was pretty low in health, and I ran in between him and the two gators.
Well, you see him as weaker than you, I think, is probably why you keep protecting him anyway. So, you definitely defended him. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an XP for that one. And then, fuck, where'd that piece of paper go? Oh, here it is. I got too many pieces of paper. Okay, once we've done that, answer these 3 questions as a group. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's shape
Yes.
changes.
Changelings.
Yeah, changelings still
Yeah.
exist, yeah.
And, goblins. Goblins are around. They might not be bad.
Yeah, we found the goblins.
And they can talk.
They're heretics. They're probably bad.
Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy?
King Alligator.
He was just a regular alligator, though.
Hey,
Was that really
he
notable,
He
though?
commanded other alligators.
Boss Gator.
That's pretty notable. And we overcame the changeling too.
Not yet.
Not
Hey, can
yet.
we rename it Crocsteady?
I would say no to that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not notable monster. Did we loot a memorable treasure? No.
No.
Okay, so
Yes.
Friendship?
Yep, friendship.
fuck you guys. All right, so everybody gets 1 experience from the gods, or the goblins. Sorry for finding they exist, and
Spoiler.
also changelings. Sorry, I wrote gobs, and then apparently I partial reverse letters on that in my brain. Okay, so everybody gets an experience for that. Sam, you got 1 failure, so you get an experience point from that. Voltus, you got 2 failures, so you get experience points from those.
Good job.
And you got 1 for acting with your alignment. Oric, you got 3 failures, so mark experience for those. Bill, you got 1 failure, and you played to your alignment, so 2 experience for that total. And Mike, you got 1 for acting to your alignment.
I failed 3 times.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay, I might have missed 1. Do 3 then. Okay. So basically, the way you level up is when you have.
I also failed once, so I got 2 XP.
Did you? I missed that. Terrible at math.
Yeah, you totally did.
I believe you. So when you have downtime and experience equal to or greater than your current level plus 7, subtract your current level plus 7 from your XP, and then you go up a level. So for you guys, you'd need 8 experience total to level up. So make sure you mark down how much experience you have. I will try to keep a running tally, but send me like an email or a Google message or something with how much XP you've got.
Okay, so like collectively, we all got 1. You said.
Collectively, you all got 1 for you guys found out something new about the
Right,
world.
okay, and then I had 1 from
So
the
everybody
fail.
gets that one.
Okay.
Yes, and then you get 1 from failing. So this one, everybody will probably level up at a different rate,
Right.
but that's okay because you're leveling up. Just it mostly gives you access to different moves.
Cool. Cool.
You're not going to end up being too much crazy difference in power.
Right. Okay.
Thank you guys for sticking around so late, and thank you everyone for listening to this latest episode of that D&D podcast. We hope you continue to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think of the campaign so far. Let us know what you think is really going on. See if you're right or not. I'm not going to tell you, but you'll know, and that's something.
It's half the battle.
Might steal your ideas.
Yeah, and they might give me ideas. But yeah, everybody have a good night, and see y'all next week.
That D&D podcast is released under Creative Commons 2.0 Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivative License. Tell your friends about us, but don't chop out the good stuff, and don't sell our work. The intro music is The Last Ones by Jahzzar, that's Jahzzar. It can be found at the Free Music Archive. The outro music is Kopika, Kopeika, by Et, that's ET_, and can also be found at the Free Music Archive. All of their copyrighted content is owned by their associated copyright holder.